Alright, my name is Lawrence Ray, also known as LRW3, and this is the Rose Garden. Y'all already know who I got with me. Y'all seen them. Y'all heard them at least a few times before. Go ahead, by chance if they don't know you, introduce yourself.
It's your boy CD. You know what I'm saying? Checking out the Rose Garden right now. Let's get to it.
That's love. I already know. I appreciate your time. Like always, before we get started about all the great music you putting out, man, tell people about CD the person.
First off, athlete transitioning to the rap, like if it wasn't for football, I wouldn't be rapping. But I'm a real laid-back type of person. So
I asked everybody what position you play.
Receiver.
Same thing I just asked Remy. Now, was you cold?
Yeah, I was physical motherfucker.
Oh, you look like you like people trying to jam you at the line.
Yeah.
You can cause contact for no reason. I don't even try to jam you, man. What you doing? So I gotta ask again, why you ain't in the league, man?
Politics.
Okay, I give you that.
I'm to myself like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do too much. I don't go outside myself to try to feed up people, but you know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. You played at Georgia State 12 months soon?
I played at San Diego State. So my first stint was at San Diego State. I was there for 4 years and filmed that research. And then my last year, I transferred to Georgia State and played my last season.
Would you are you from here or?
I'm from West Point, Georgia, like an hour south of Atlanta.
So how you end up in San Diego? Just an offer you decided to take it out there?
So it was crazy. I was committed to Auburn. Decommitted when they fired Coach Chitley, and I had to open up my recruitment. So after I decommitted, I initially like in my head I'm thinking I'm going to Penn State. This is the first year Penn State like got the.
I like this modest flex you doing. You know, I was at Auburn. I thought I'd go to Penn State. You know.
It ain't about it. I just did. The Auburn situation was like my brother Ruben Foster. He got committed to Auburn too.
Yeah.
So we just like.
Ruben was the one who had got the Auburn tattoo right there with Alabama.
About it, the picture that ESPN posted, that's my picture. So they hit me up on Twitter like, can we use your picture? I'm like for sure. Cause see, we went to the tattoo shop and we both been getting in tattoo together.
So when your Auburn tattoo?
First,
hey Ruben, man, your man left you out there for that, man. So you ended up getting to Georgia State, and then like you said, you ended up finishing up the sports.
I finished up my master's.
Oh, congratulations on that.
At Georgia State, so
that's dope. So usually I kind of follow a pattern. I taught a lot of musicians. I usually follow a pattern to make sure we hit everything. But man, I've been listening to one of your songs since last night, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight to that, man. This new song you got, what's the name? I forgot the name of it. I knew it right until I said something about it. It's Box 5, yeah. I've been listening to that non-stop, man. Is that what we pushing right now? Is that off a project?
The crazy thing about it, you can trip out this. So if you go to Apple Music right now, and you look at the date of Fox 5, like the year.
I seen it was 2021.
Go look at it again though. Like when you stream.
While we on here, like I said, it's all I've been listening to. It's probably the first thing when I click on Apple Music. That's all I've been listening to, man.
So when you click on it and go to it, you'll see 2019. So Fox 5 came off a project that I dropped in 2019 called Perfect Storm. Perfect Storm had like 10 tracks on it. Fox 5 and we dropped Woo too, like just put it back out. But Perfect Storm did 1 million, like with no plug, no push, only one video. And so I was messing with with some people in Cali and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, we was on type of stuff like, let's rebrand it, let's do it, make it do what it do. So you know what I'm saying, it's a team sport.
So basically just put it back out there. I got the attention it should have got anyway. I was talking to another artist about that. That's crazy because people realize like the timing you drop your songs is so important because you could have a summer smash, but if you drop it in the winter, it ain't gonna do nothing. But nah, that song, hey, whatever. I don't know how they do the first time for us though.
Fox 5 went crazy.
So it went crazy the first time.
It was the lead, like the #1 track of the project. Fox 5, Woo, and there was another one of the songs off of Perfect Storm, back on it, or the intro.
No, that's Fox 5 going crazy, man. That's legit right there.
Appreciate it.
So I know you said you're from West Point, about an hour away from Atlanta. Was the focus to bring you to Atlanta? Was it music related, or what brought you to the city?
So when I decided I was leaving San Diego State, like in my head, initially I was gonna transfer to Syracuse. It didn't work. I was gonna transfer to Memphis, and some stuff didn't happen on San Diego State, and so that's why it happened. So I had to end up like just kind of. This was part of the plan. It wasn't. I'm gonna say it wasn't initially part of the plan, but when stuff started trickling down, this became part of the plan. Because my sister, she the first artist signed to QC. She the first female. My bad, not the first artist, the first female artist signed to QC. Her name, she go by the name of Young Girl. So she went and had a little stint with them, and so like when she ended up going to do some time, and when she got out of feds, like there was a time I was gonna transfer. So it kind of like happened at the same time. So when she got fed, she was down here in the halfway house, and I was transferring to her state, and how she was like, "The show we gonna do that." So
y'all just ended up linking up together.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So I know you didn't originally come here then for the music aspect of it, but how has being here helped you out as far as on the music side of things?
I ended up coming to Georgia State because of the music. I knew what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go rap. I'm gonna go do rap.
Makes sense. No better place to come than Atlanta for that.
But it hit, I ain't gonna lie, it hit me out as a big, you know what I'm saying? It played a big role in my life because this is the first place I was at where I actually had to go get an adult. I didn't have college, I didn't have getting them scholarship tests. So this is the first place I was at and actually had to live
basically,
had to be my own. You know what I'm saying?
So it no backup behind you.
It helped me be like, it turned me into who I am today, into like the more I stand on and everything. So.
Gotcha. I like that. Now, one thing I have to ask every artist. First off, how long have you been making music?
For real? Since 2019.
What's up? Why everybody going? First off, how are y'all, man, it take usually 10 years for people to get like, with you and Remy, how are y'all popping so quick, man? I've been thinking you gonna tell me, man, I've been doing this 2010, 2011.
Because I always like music. I always had a thing with like Wayne. Like I go rap here on Wayne song. And then Jeezy, all of them, then like Pluto, you know.
Let me ask you this, because you know back in the day, you know, you needed the industry back, you needed the radio spins, you needed the machine pusher. Now do you think, clearly you've been in 2 years, just talking Remy, you've been 2 years, y'all are both popping a lot quicker than most people do. Do you think now because you don't need the machine, it's easier maybe to get out there quicker than it used to be?
It's easier on both sides because you can be cool and you can be fire, and you can be cool and you don't have to go through. You don't have to, like at this point there's no gatekeepers.
Yeah, it's just
so anybody can get in. You mess around and drop something in there that just a go, and then you win. But you didn't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't go through the way that y'all have, like the older cats see it, like song you didn't do nothing.
Gotcha.
You work no move, like you just.
Makes sense, yeah. So I always like to see the progression from artists. So for people who are kind of like me, who like to see where you started to where you're at now, what was your first song? And is it online somewhere people can hear it at?
First song was Ain't No Plan, bro. I don't know, it might be on SoundCloud.
Might be on SoundCloud.
I made it at San Diego State. My partner, Caitlin, he signed to Rock Nation now. That's what made me start rapping. Like, that's what actually, like, I want you to do. Like, do this real quick, I think it's hard.
Now, we'll put you on the spot. Was it a good song?
Yeah.
So you one of the first people I heard actually say they still like their first song. But then again, you ain't that far away from your first song.
I sent it. I know when I recorded, I sent it to Coach Sport. Should have shout out Bobo. I sent the Bobo and Bobo, like, when you get done playing football, I need to take this serious.
Yeah, he took his advice and his work. And speaking of Bobo, I know I got sent some information from you. So you come from kind of like hip hop royalty a little bit. I know you with Bobo. You got some connects elsewhere.
The Bobo situation happened because he went to Troop. He went to the same high school I went to, so he know like all our cousins and all the people came aboard, like they ever big roles and stuff. So like he knew me up. Like we linked about football too. But that's what he was like. And I was out there and I sent it to him. He was like, "What you gonna do this man?"
Yeah, that makes sense. How do you think having like some OGs in the industry helped you out more than maybe somebody who didn't have somebody they could just call who've been through it and maybe give them advice and lead them? Do you think that helped you, or it didn't really one way or the other?
It allowed me to see stuff from the top down instead of coming in and seeing it from the bottom up. Because like he flew me to New York and me True Life and all of them, like DJ Clue around them, like those like OGs. I remember seeing like DVDs when they were with Jim Jones, all them DVDs back then in the time of day, like so able to be around that, it actually show you like what this can come to.
Yeah, and it probably help you out on the business side, because a lot of people, they don't understand the business until they done messed up. But you got somebody, when you think of doing something, probably say, hey, don't do that. This was probably gonna happen. You don't even gotta do that. You could just, I wouldn't say skip a couple steps, because you still earned everything you got, but you didn't have to make some of the mistakes maybe a few other people might have had to, which is a good thing. Now, man, every time, shout out Trey, every time I see him post something, he with CD in the studio, man. So I need to know, but what are you doing in that studio, man? What's going on right there?
Trap farewell, man.
That's the name of the project coming?
Farewell.
When is that project? You in the studio every day, so you gotta have some songs already. We still working on it?
Farewell. I can tell you.
Hey, that's all I need to know then. I need to hear it soon though, man.
Farewell.
Are you able to say what's the single on that? Or have you maybe you ain't decided yet?
Ain't decided. We got this. I ain't know, there's a couple on there. There's a couple that can go. There's one for sure that can go. You done heard it, but when you heard it, it wasn't mixed. But then we played in the studio. You like, oh my god.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I owed you an apology. Yeah, I did owe you an apology because I heard it and I was like, yo, I keep the same. I like to keep the same energy. When I first heard it, I was like, I don't know about Dilla. Then I heard it in a different place. I was like, yeah, my bad. That's my bad. I'll take that one. Nah, you got a couple of them that's coming through, man. That's definitely true. This ain't your first project though. For people who haven't, and while they waiting on Trap Farewell, but they want to hear C. Lee, what's a project they can listen to while they wait on that?
Ain't no project out sad to say, but I feel like
I was thinking that when I looked you up, I don't see no singles, but I ain't. What's the reason you haven't put out a project?
I have, and then when I put it out, I end up getting into a situation, and we're supposed to be doing like a rebranding, and then doing like the pandemic and stuff was going on, so I ended up never rebranding actually. So I actually kind of took a step backwards. Like instead of having the project out there and having, I had some stuff. I had like an EP I have more things out, but I ain't gonna like it actually I don't know. It gave me a setback for the best I think.
I think so, yeah. Because if you still, if you push you back, I can't tell because you still moving.
Yeah.
So it didn't push you back too far, man. Now I know, like everybody you mentioned, you around people who are signed. What I know clearly, you could have been signed because you got the talent, you got the connections. That's without a doubt, you could have signed if you wanted to. So I'm gonna ask this question: why haven't you signed? Is there a reason for that?
I've been in situations before, like one situation, like clear print situation, and it was cool. It just didn't make sense. So you know what I'm saying? To do the clauses and stuff, I was able to get out and stuff, but it just didn't make sense. So I don't know. I feel like God kind of. He take you through stuff to get you ready for what's to come.
That makes sense.
And I say that with like 20, like no cap, like in 2021 we were seeing stuff develop, we were seeing stuff move, we were seeing stuff how it was playing out. It felt like we were in 2022 and 2021.
Already ahead, I like that.
So like I felt like me and you being around trading, like ringing and stuff like.
So let me ask you this again, because it's not even a conversation as to could you get a contract. You could get a contract if you wanted to. So what's your mindset when it comes to if you would take a deal? Are you even considering deals, or it just got to be the right situation? Okay.
Because I'm cool. Like I'm not greedy. And I play sports. I'm a team-oriented person. So I believe in everybody being in a position, playing a role, and everybody. That's how it's about. Like I don't even care. Like. Sometimes I just want my partners to be able to grow with me and make sure they in a situation where like they have their own situation going on and still here at the same time. They can have their situation going on and they might not even have them do this right now.
That makes sense. I like that. That go back to you was around people already in the industry because when you talk to most people who never even had a chance for a contract, they don't answer like, hey, I understand it's a business as long as it makes sense. I ain't saying I need it all, but I just need to make sense. A lot of artists they get it all, and that's not the case at all.
We can go make money.
Yeah, go make money, but it's other things like people get that check and don't realize now you can't do nothing. So I think yours, if I'm correct, is you correct me if I'm wrong. The money is not as important as the freedom. As long as they can, we can get paid as long as I can still do what I need to do.
Because that's all the money brings is freedom.
Yeah.
Like people be trying to get rich, they be thinking about cars and clothes, not about the freedom. Like, cause I got homeboys who really do have to be on it every day. Cause you gotta get money. So I got partners who really have to be on it every day. And for like, if I had the opportunity to get rid, like take them out of the situation, and they could be like, wake up. Nothing to worry about. Like, all right, what we gotta do? We gotta go catch this flight. We gotta go. We gotta be here. We gotta be here. That's it. It's like that's probably one of the biggest release of my life. Like, real deal.
Waking up everybody good. That's all. I think that's everybody's goal. Music, no matter what you're doing, goal wake up and get everybody where they need to be. So you got, I know you're gonna be modest, so I ain't gonna ask you. You got at this point, you got a nationwide following. You got people in Cali. You got people in New York. You in Atlanta. what's the plans to keep growing? Because at this point, if you all over the nation, the only place now to go is international.
Now it's just time for me to, I feel like it's time for me to actually take it serious. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. I'm gonna keep 1,000 with you. I feel like that's probably one of the biggest holdbacks. Because like, you know what I'm saying, niggas be getting money. And then when you getting money, so like,
yeah, it kind of.
You saying?
I wouldn't say it doesn't. I wouldn't say it doesn't motivate you, but I mean, if you already get money, most people do this to get money. It's not probably not the top of your list every day you wake up.
Because it's not like you're not seeing it sometimes outside of mind.
Yeah.
But sometimes what you're not seeing is your blessing the whole time.
That's a fact. That's crazy because again, I talk to a lot of artists, and it's crazy. The artists who are legit talented, who should be pushing 100%, be just like you. Man, I do it when I want to. Because maybe it's the fact that it comes like, I'm not trying to discredit anybody's talent because everybody's talented in their own way. But some people, it's too easy to the point that I ain't even gotta try, and it's still, I can do this. So you don't put a lot of thought into it. But the ones who gotta go a little bit harder, they on it 24/7 just to kind of even come close to what you can do at what, 60, 70%. So, yeah, it is.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's stuff that I like mess around and like run through that I really won't like. And somebody might be like, bro, you tripping.
That's how it always. I think that's every artist.
Remy be the man. Like Remy, no case. You stop like, nah, I ain't. Remy said, bro, you tripping.
Man.
And I have to go back and listen to it. Like,
now, you, like I said, you got the experience already as far as you don't necessarily need nobody in your ear telling you stuff because you got the information already. But do you currently,
got all of it, though.
I mean, nobody ever has all of it. You got more than most though, so that still puts you in pole position. Mm-hmm. Now, do you currently have a manager? Are you looking for a manager? What's the process of that?
We team oriented right now. I know you know AD.
Shout out Stusa, of course.
Yeah, so AD, right? We rocking together. My partner Chris, Trey, Tate. Like everything. I feel like everybody at the same plateau right now, and we coming like mentally. Like we see what can be done. We see the bigger picture. We see the bigger goal. Like, all right, we're gonna do it.
I like, and one thing I'll give y'all credit for, man. I like the fact that, especially in the music industry, it's real ego driven. Mm-hmm. Everything I see about y'all is celebrating each other, and that usually don't happen. It's usually somebody got to be the top dog, and I don't see that with y'all.
Cause this is the thing about like, I really don't care about being a singer. That's the bad part of being in this situation. Like I stay in the house and not have to go do nothing, not being seen. Like forget Instagram. I hate Instagram. I don't really want to post.
That's my issue. I finally, shout out Trey. Trey finally made me make my Instagram public. I would not make my Instagram public before.
But I guess like, you know what I'm saying, everybody play a role, so sometimes you gotta just hone in and be like, all right, let's do it.
I like that. So we need to know, man. It's enough. I ask a lot of artists. I'm sorry, artists. Some questions to really know an artist, you gotta ask them. So a lot of questions, I ask everybody. You got a chance to make a song with somebody, anybody of your choice. We need to know who you calling.
Up and coming, established. How we doing? I get
both of them. Yeah, two.
Right.
We'll do two.
Up and coming.
And I'm gonna put you on the spot. Nobody you already know personally.
All right. Up and coming. Let's go. Who I know with up and coming? It's so crazy. My slime like sharp.
What's the song with his?
He got
if you don't know
Clappers.
I don't know. I gotta look it up. I ain't gonna pretend I know that song.
So he like why I say he sounded dirt.
Okay. What about a mainstream?
Mainstream.
Other than the Drake, because everybody taking the Drake feature. Everybody taking the Drake feature. We know that.
Mainstream. Come on, Thug.
I like that one too. I was thinking Thug or Future. I like Future with your style too.
Yeah.
I like either one of those.
I was trying to put the one.
You got to. I mean, yeah, you never heard for tried. I like that. So I'm gonna try to ask to not select people you know on this one as well. I mean, you can start it out with them, but who are some of your favorite local artists? I would say. I mean, shout your people out, of course, but other than the people you already are associated with.
Remy sound is scary.
Remy dangerous. I keep telling Remy dangerous.
Scary. Though I was like, when me and Remy started recording the project, like we like, I'm not even saying no. Like, we got something on the way. Like
I'm ready for it.
Remember we started recording. I ain't gonna lie. I was telling Remy, I was like, they gotta appreciate this.
That's a fact. That's one thing. That's why I like both of y'all here. Because, I talk to a lot of people, but I don't lie to nobody. If I don't listen to your songs, that won't mean I won't sit down here with you and talk with you. Because I still want you to get, I might not like it, but I still want you to get your love. But like, if I legit told you, hey bro, I listen to your songs, I listen to your songs. Because if not, you can watch any other episode, you'll see who songs I don't listen to because I never say it. Like, I don't just say it to say it because it sounds good. Like, if I said I know your songs, I know your songs. So Remy crazy, you crazy, so y'all together, I mean, that's gonna be dangerous right there. Let me ask you this, I know y'all ain't got no date, I know y'all ain't saying, y'all ain't putting nothing out yet. Are we getting it this year though? Can I get a yes or no on
Oh,
it?
for sure.
Alright, so that's all I need to know. Anything else y'all gotta stay tuned for. That's why y'all gotta follow Remy, that's why y'all gotta follow C. Lee. So when they put more information out, that you don't make sure that you late on it. So that kind of wrapped up the questions I had. Of course, I do the open floor to make sure we touch everything you want to touch. So if there's something I didn't ask you, there's something you just want to spotlight it, did somebody pay you for some promo, you need to shout them out real quick while we film it. What do you need to say before we close this out?
PAC Stussy, 2022.
Shout out.
PAC Stussy, like, why glad at the game, Stussy the brand.
Shout out Stussy. Shout out AD. I had AD on the podcast. I ain't had him on the roads going yet. We're going to have to set that up soon, man. Shout out my man AD and everything he doing down there. Definitely deserves his recognition as well. So that wrapped up the questions I had for you. You already know what I'm about to say. We sat here and make sure you knew that we thought you were talented. You out here working, one of the rising stars in this industry, man. You deserve everything coming to you. But every rose garden ends with you acknowledging somebody else. You don't gotta know them personally. You can just see them working and passing. We sat here and gave you your flowers. I need you to end this acknowledging somebody else and giving them their well-deserved flowers.
Sheesh, that's a lot of people. Can't see. Somebody deserves them. They're working for it here right now. I'm gonna go.
And it ain't gotta be music related. It could be just some regular person that you just doing what they do.
Man. I'm gonna we on the beach, I'm gonna stick on the beach. My brother K, he grinding right now. Like, he's gonna drop his project, second project of my Raw Nation. And that's what I feel like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they rocking with the boy tough.
And then K, what's
K for real.
when the project drop?
No idea.
So he's one of those. Hey, don't judge now, cause I just all you told me about your project was this year. So.
But like we gang, you don't even want to say music.
I feel you on that.
Man,
I feel you like that, man. That's love. That's love. Shout out to him, man. We can't wait to hear his project. We can't wait to hear your project. Other than that, man, before we wrap this up, anything else you want to say?
Man, just vibing.
Appreciate you.
Love our talk, man.
That's facts. I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you taking time out your day for this. Other than that, if you're good to go, my name is Lawrence Ray, and this was The Rose Garden.